So,
Okay, I
before you
wanted to
start,
have.
I was going to tell him as to the 2.5, like why it's like that. So, yesterday the ship broke, and then today I've had trouble waking up. So, pretty much the last 48 hours, it's pretty much been all Jade. I've not been around at all, so that's why it's a
No,
little bit less
yesterday
than
is just
usual.
purely because the planners broke, and
Yeah.
that was the first time the planners broke, and I didn't know how the build, and I was struggling, and then I was scared because I had to get all like 35K and go up to Grapeseed all alone, and then like I was like, what if I get mugged? And then I was in Julian's. It was just a whole thing, but I did it, and I'm braver. But
Okay. Good job.
yeah, thanks. So I wanted to just kind of go over options here because, so to give you an idea of where we're at, after expenses, Julie and I are both at over the past 17 days only up $35,000, which is, I mean, we could do that in G6 in a couple of days, right? Which is it's okay, but we need to evaluate something. First, we for sure need to have what amount per, well, not us, but in your need right now is what per day in weed.
How much I need a day?
Yeah.
I mean, it fluctuates, right? But I would say like 5 or 6 thousand is like, it still depends on the day. Because some days, like, a lot of people come up to me like, yo, I want to buy 2,000 weed. And then might last them a day and a half. And then it kind of fluctuates. But I would say maybe like 5 or 6K right now is like what we need. But it's only going to go higher as time goes.
Is the amount needed right now like less because people are expecting to be able to buy less? Do you think that it'll go up if they know that there's also more available?
I think it'll go up because I'm getting more and more sellers. Like, every day I'm getting more
Yeah,
sellers.
yeah,
Oh, it's open.
yeah. That makes
Yeah.
sense.
All
What
right,
up,
so
Cage?
we're left with two options. But what we can produce in this house will not, we know for sure we cannot meet that need because the house can only grow so much, right? So we can go into another house, but again, we don't have the funds to do it realistically. I can give you a breakdown of every dollar that you've given us and where everything has gone to. I'm kind of crazy with that documentation. But we for sure, I mean, maybe if Ming, it would put us basically, we would have to get a loan. So we could do it. We can get that loan, but we need to kind of rework some things if we do that route. Or figure out with the upkeep and kind of recoup a little bit of the upkeep that we've gone through. Option 2 is, of course, getting another grower, which we're fine with because we know that we cannot meet.
What do you?
Work
I mean,
apart.
what do you guys
curious,
prefer? You
right?
know what I mean? Like, what would you guys prefer?
Okay, so I just want you to know like kind of how it works. So you can imagine like, or see the full picture, right? So once that the science is figured out, that means once you're able to make Pineapple Express, that is every house is its own thing, right? So I can go to the neighbors and do the same thing.
I
I'm doing
get,
here.
listen, I get that part. Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
gonna take you guys
So,
a long time to figure out how
It's
to
gonna
get
take it's gonna take like a week or something, right?
Once you get it, things are gonna be easier. I know.
Yeah, because we could just
Yeah.
plant everything and then in an hour and in
So-
2.5 hours go back and harvest.
Yeah, if we plant right now, we have like 2.5 hours of waiting time, where we can go to another house and do the same thing.
Yeah.
So once it's planted, it's just pulling levers, and it's super simple. The only
So,
thing that makes it annoying
But that's what
is
I'm asking is like, I mean, how much can you pump out of 2 houses? Like 12K max, or like
okay.
8K?
So
Well,
this
comfortably.
with 8 plots. Let me pull up my thing.
Like, comfortable for you guys is like 4K a day right now, right? Like, that's what you guys can like kind of average.
Yeah, that's with this house. Yeah.
And if you get another house with like 8K a day.
No, that would be like, it would be 10K a day because the other house would have 2 more planters in it.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys could comfortably get 10K a day with another house.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we push ourselves, it would go up to about 14. But that's
And then
if we
there's
push
also
ourselves.
other variables that you can add to that. Like, for example, if you get somebody like maybe Vidal to grow because he happens to be around late NA, early EU, literally the time when we tend to
Thing is,
sleep.
without cells, so
You know?
they can't grow.
Yeah, but I think he wants to grow though. Post said, which it's to him it's a small transition, but he's already on the app. But who knows, right? We don't know if he wants to do anything. I get to speak to the guy himself.
I mean,
Just
listen,
talk
it
about
just
grow.
boils. I mean, okay, there's 2 ways to look at this, right? If you go to another seller in the short term, it's better. I mean, another grower. I mean, In the
Yeah.
short term, obviously, it's better. It's faster. I can get that weed like tomorrow, the day after, whatever, right?
Yeah.
Now, obviously, if you guys were to buy another house, it's gonna be a big expense for us again. And
Yeah. It's like
then
400, 500K, you know?
yeah, and then you guys are gonna have to learn all the fucking science again and all that bullshit. It's gonna take time, right? Like let's be real, it's gonna take
Yeah.
time. So it just depends what you guys wanna do.
I don't care either way. It's just right now, if we were to do the other house, we would be negative in money because
So pretty much, if
So
we were to
let
do
me
another
ask you this.
house,
Let me ask you this. Whose name would the house go
Mhm.
under?
it'll
Julian's
probably
not
go in
mine.
my name because I'm still clean.
I
Split it
shouldn't.
up, you know?
Both of it would be terrible to have both houses under my name.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how much would the house cost? Like
So a house would cost, if you go for a south side house and just you cramp it full with plots, which works. I think the cheapest one is like what 270
260?
before
Yeah,
tax.
260,
Yeah,
yeah.
like so you're paying like what 280 I think after tax, 280 85,
300. I think it's 22%.
and then the whole thing on the inside is going to cost you like I haven't written it down. Hold on.
22 times 500K.
I said, listen,
But the
listen, I don't
260
mind.
is essentially our expenses so far.
I don't mind
So-
either way. I think the second option is a better option for us long term. But it's up to you guys. I need to know from you guys, like, what do you guys want to do? You guys want to get another house and we'll get that shit going, or do you want to get another grower?
Well, I also think it's going to be hard for you to find an actual grower though, because
Well, the thing
everybody
is,
is
I
kind of
can find
tied.
no, I can find another grower. The problem will be is when I tell them I don't need you no more after we get a house. I need to know if, like, you see what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna have to just tell them, like, after 2 weeks, like, I don't need you no more.
Yeah. Okay. Like I said, for us, another house wouldn't be a big deal. It would just have to be done right, and things need to kind of like make sense. For example, if we're gonna put in our own money, and Meg and Fanny have to put in their own money, it has to make sense for them too, where they can get their money back. So then, for example, the bricks have to go up till everyone's paid off and the investment is returned. You know. But realistically speaking, if you care about the turf and the gang, we should always expand. You know?
I mean, we can get the money.
if that's
Me and Future can get the money.
that's my hesitation, right? Is not being able to, like, we just can't afford it. That's just our thing. Is there's no way we can.
That's what I'm
simply
saying.
afford
But
a
that's what I'm
house,
telling
so-
you. Me and Future can
The
get the
main
money.
thing that I'm worried about is like, all right, if we do this right, are we gonna keep having the same problems we've been having? You see what I'm saying?
What problem?
I mean, I don't know. Obviously, things haven't been going the way they're supposed to have been going. You know, it's a little complicated. And yeah, as long as we're all on the same page, I feel like that's all that matters.
Yeah,
No?
I mean the house itself.
Okay,
we
listen,
also need to
listen.
be real on the expenses, though.
Listen,
Like
listen.
the expenses should be covered.
Cost aside, let's say we can buy the house. You guys don't have to pay a penny towards it, right? I'll cover the cost of the house. What do you guys prefer? Would you guys like another house? You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm asking you. What do you guys prefer to do? That's the question here.
Well, Julian, it's up to you.
Well, like I said, I don't really mind either way.
Yeah, but okay,
It's just-
listen, you don't. I need an answer. Like I don't mind. I need you to say, yeah, I want to do this.
Wait,
You know what I'm saying?
It's not just me though. I don't know why it's down up to me.
Well, it's up to you and Jade. Would you guys prefer? Okay, it's this simple. Would you guys prefer to have another house and then you guys can grow like from 2 houses, or would you guys prefer to get another grower?
I would prefer that, but we also there's some things we can talk about the expenses as well, though.
Okay.
So we just did a replacement on 6 planters because they all broke yesterday. So that was that was 33,300.
All right. I can pay for that.
Okay, and then everything else we can just.
And then I'm pretty sure bills are posted at the courthouse. So if you guys want to go check,
Yeah, did
for
you guys
that
check
as
your
well.
I
bills?
just checked. I didn't see anything up there earlier
Oh
today.
shit, really?
I paid my bills today. We can't even enter my house or the warehouse. I don't know what's going on today. So
Okay,
that's why I went to go check.
I don't want to explain the why I think it's not really up to me, because I'm kind of stuck in the middle, right? Like people view Jade as just a grower. She's just a fucking, cog in the big machine. Where
Which is fine if
I'm-
I'm making money.
no, I'm just explaining.
long as
my
I can
side.
eat.
Hold on. So the shit I'm gaining from this, right, is I'm trying to get the gang to succeed, and I share my shit that I do with Jade. So I'm in between both sides, right? At the same time, I have no real say or anything over the thing, because this is not really like my operation. I'm just helping out. This is your thing, and end of the day, like my final call, like is irrelevant. Because if I were to do any of this, it'd be and be in charge of the stuff, it'd be a lot different. Everything will be tracked, like accounting will be done, and all the bullshit. But it's not really the case now. So to me, like, I'd rather just help out and just keep things simple. You know what I'm saying? So that's why Ming. When Ming came up, he was like, "Well, if we want to buy a house, we'll use our own money. You use your own money, and then we'll use the gang to fund the inside and shit like that."
Yeah, but what I'm telling you is like I can pay for the house. That's what I'm saying. I'm telling you guys right now, we can pay for the house. If it goes into your name, that's fine. And then Jade can just grow like she's been growing. Like there's no difference. Another house.
Okay. You know how much money we have available for that shit now, so we know where we stand.
I need to get stuff cleaned. I mean, I don't know how much money you got, Future.
I don't know.
We'll figure that out. I'll call you back in a little bit. We'll figure out how much money we have ready.
Yeah, that's okay. So just for numbers' sake, just so you know, so you can do your own side of tracking stuff. So this whole thing in almost 3 weeks now has made the growers, Jade and I, $340K total. And then it made the gang $670K total.
But we've spent 260.
Well,
Yeah,
the thing is, when you say made the gang 600, it didn't. Well, yes and no.
Well, I'm sure you spent on other stuff, which is fine. It's
more like. I'll explain it to you afterwards. But yeah, it's not that clear cut.
I'm just going off like the $20 a bag. If you're selling at that amount, and we're getting $7, you're getting 13.
Right. Well, okay. Let me tell you this. Not every bag gets sold for 20 a bag, because some of the bags are bought by our members. A lot of the bags are bought by our members who get it for cost.
Okay, so we pumped in the economy $2.2 million though.
That's for the sellers, yeah.
So maybe things do need to be evaluated a little bit, but that's.
I think that's kind of what Future was saying too before, where like he thinks everybody should be making more, because at the end of the day, who gives a fuck, really? I don't really care about. But when I spoke to Ming, he kind of came to the conclusion where he thinks that most of the money that's made, for example, from the weed should be reinvested into the weed. And we should already be on like 2-3 houses by now, but we're not. So now we have to decide, okay, do you want to like expand?
No, I already told you. I already told you, but don't worry about this. I already told you. If I get you the money, which I can get you the money, are you guys okay with another house? It's that simple.
No, we are.
Like you're just gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like you're talking about some problems that we don't even have. I'm just talking about, if I get you the money, do you want to buy another house?
Yeah, no, I'm down for that. But
I'm
just trying to talk to you about like, you also want Bitcoin to be ramped up, like,
It's all good. The main things I wanted to know was, are we going to be on the same page? Because more bricks would have more of an income. It would have more of an expense, which, like I said, we're only about $35,000 up in 2 weeks after our expenses and our income from just the weed alone. So that's why maybe things do need to be taken a look at as far as the expenses go. I have everything written down. I can give it to you. But
you're gonna have no more expenses though. See what I'm saying? Like, as your expenses are done, now you're gonna be making double the bags, right? Double the money.
So how about this? Everything from, I'm just gonna draw a line on here. So anything after that way everything's documented. Anything we spend, we'll talk and I'll let you know of everything that comes from here. It's just better communication. I think that's what it comes down to on my side as well.
Okay. Now, do we want to consider bringing another grower that can grow in hours where we are not? That would
maybe, yeah.
That would only go great, but it has to be someone that we can trust, and that, isn't a dumb fuck, which is hard to find.
Tell you what, let me go see how much money I have available, and then we'll see how much is it for the planters and stuff.
Fuck. Do you have the numbers? I can go check downstairs.
No, it's 33,300.
Yeah. So for get the basic stuff in the house, right? Like the planters, the heaters, the racks.
Oh, for the new one. Okay.
Oh, for the new house, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah. I got you.
Okay, I'll send it to you.
Yes. Okay, let me go check how much money we have. You send me a text.
I'll go buy a notepad. I'll put it all in the notebook.
Let me know how much it will cost to get everything set up.
Yeah.
Don't include the house cost. Don't include the house cost.
Yeah.